A good day, fellow Southern Cameroonian, Ambazonian. Today, na number 10 day for inside the month of October 2025. So, this communication, the commander for ground zero here, for fighters and for ground here. We want talk this one now for our civilian population. One the way they day all over the 13 county.
Alright guys, welcome to my channel guys. So this is how it's going in Ambazonia, right? Ambazonia is a country that is struggling to break out from Cameroon, and these guys have been fighting for their freedom for a very long time now, all right? And these guys are now sending a message to the public of an attack that they are about to launch, all right, into the public, for the innocent people to be aware and also stay away from it. All right, we understand very well that for some time there is a country in Nigeria that is called the USB government. All right, these are some of the Igbo believing groups. All right, and these guys are like all over the social media. They wanted to break out by all means. And there's even this guy called Chentu Diao, all right, that they claim they have actually been unalived. But this thing, these same people shares the same exact vision. But then there is a little different from what the people of the USB is doing to what the Ambazonians are doing. All right, so if you're watching this video from within Africa, I want you guys to understand that there are ways that people can actually go about their freedom and the government will be forced to give them a listening ear. But without wasting much of your time, I'd like you to take your time. And just in case it's the first time you're meeting us, please do us well to hit on that subscription button and then turn on the post notification bell so that whenever we upload any videos, you get notified, all right? And please, so you know, we are on top of every of these updates that I'm going to be listed, all right? Terrorist updates, political updates, and, you know, some other crime updates. Anything that is related to what I just mentioned within Africa, you're definitely going to find it in this channel. So let's go straight, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, good day, fellow Southern Cameroonian, Ambazonian. Today, na number 10 day for inside the month of October 2025. So, this communication, the commander for ground zero here, for fighters and for ground here. We want talk this one now for our civilian population. One the way they day all over the 13 county, the 13 state of Ambazonian, and one the way they day even for like public territory. Say we know una activity they una carry out there on daily basis. We know una daily activities them. So we the back una, wa mami, wa papa them, wa brothers, wa sisters them, wa picking them even leadership. We the back una, say una no say we una picking them, una brothers them, una husband them, una wives them. Who enter this war have a fight for free homeland, not before turn gun for una. And that's why we always come back for tell una, update una on information about how the struggle they go. We know say tomorrow where they come, where we will call and say Sunday, na la Republic election day. So may una, our own people, una avoid anything where it concern like public. No be so. That's so. Because if we no go fit get una today, any defaulter way go for election. If we no go fit get una today, we go get una tomorrow. No be so. That's so. If we no go fit get una today, we go get una tomorrow. So me any man, any our brother, una see this flag, na Ambazonian flag this, na the country do all the fight for. And we go do all things for protect this flag. We then have to do all that affair. Una don't hear Chuguma don't talk say he be sorry for say he don't support the like public government. For say me they be against Ambazonia. No be so. So if we get sense, we get for understand say all that one that they politics them. For say me they win una heart, me they buy una conscience. So me everybody be very careful towards this time of like public election. We say no to any church. We say no to any church, beginning from tomorrow, Saturday, right up to the end for Sunday. Nobody, not get nothing for do with churches. Nobody, not get nothing for doing Jangi house. Nobody, not get nothing for do any meeting group. No be so? That's so. So we go thank una because we don't already pass message or pass avona. Here where the airplanes know the big lengo go live. No be so? That's so. Asawana, Asabwam, Isimili. Yes, we will end the talk for talk say wetin. Long live the Federal Republic of Ambazonia and short live the struggle. Asawana, Asawana, Asabwam, Isimili. No be so? When I play the day Amba forces them.
Ajambo. Egba nwa na-agba. Ọ dị mma.
Ọ dị mma.
Ọ gọọmenti egbe. Ọkwa gọọmenti egbe. Ka onye gole.
Onye gori ha dị egbe Dcadly. Dcadly. Wata maka na okena na Dcadly.
Bee je chite egbe. Na egbe niile ahụ.
Dcadly na mento.
Na onye?
Mento.
Gọọ ababa gotere egbe.
Ha abịa egotara ya.
Gotere ya. Ha jiziri egbe.
Mama Heat.
Na-emegide ewe rute n'ọfisi mụ a. Ndị soro baba n'ọfisi m.
Amụbede adị m egbe bụ sef. Like amụbede m egbe mba ndị. Ọ bụrụ ahụ abịara ọfisi gị mụ ahụ.
Eresha.
Adị sho. Ihe a na-agba gị na.
Mana egbe ahụ ijikwa na ọkwa ije egbe ahụ. Ekwe na ejide egbe. Ka ejide egbe.
Onye ji ya.
Ka ejide egbe ahụ emetere gị.
That is it. Other than that, I want to be free for Dcadly. Dcadly, I see I go to see and then I go see one man. Also, I go see that they ever go. They will get it. After I to the good, better 50,000 naira. So now, Dcadly, I'm over there 50,000 naira. Dcadly, I see I go see a go from all more. About more for that time. Go see me all that day of
This man, this warlord from River State, Asabuja, don't join Showore. He say the man talks say Showore is doing the right thing, and it seems like the man too is going to join on the 20th of October. Calling for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Some people they insult Showore. My brother, your politicians, every day they talk the same story. Every time we are talking to president, every time we are having discussion, every time we are talking to them, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going to be released tomorrow. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going to release this day, this, that one. Since then, now, Nagala 5 years. And this man is sick, he's ill. We are still talking to president. We are still talking to president. Some people say Showore is using it to chase the political his political career, blah blah blah. If Showore is using this one to chase his political career, if it is what is going to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, let it be. Let it be. Because we have been hearing a lot of story upon story up to today, up to this moment. Nothing, no impact. Nothing. I'm not trying to protect the political career. I'm not trying to protect relevancy. I don't know what people are protecting. I protect. The governors and politicians keep telling you stories. If you see a politician that is serious, if you see somebody that is serious and the person wants to do something, you will know. They are so reluctant. They do it so reluctant as if you're something that is not that serious. I'm not saying we are talking to the president, we are having discussion. Yeah. That one, yeah, when you will hear something like that, maybe after 6 months or 8 months. Imagine. Every day they are going to court, every day they are adjourning. It is right time people march. Let people march. So this man now, this warlord now, have joined Showore. And I believe a lot more is going to join. So we are waiting 20th of October. Release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
All right, guys. So this is also a political argument that is going on within the youths of Nigeria. All right, but then there is something that is shocking about this particular moment. Everyone is just pointing at a particular thing. All right, how they rigged the 2023 presidential election, and the solution that everyone and the opinions that people are now bringing on how to actually avert that particular disaster that happened in 2023. All right, so I'm going to allow you guys to listen to some analysis of the youth on how and what they actually feel and believe, the opinion they are suggesting to the public, that if these things can be implemented, that in 2027 it is going to be a different game altogether. So let's go straight, and I'll be right back.
If you thought that we will not have glitch, that one of the shocking expose of the 2023 election was that we're hearing that if there was a comma in this section of the constitution, maybe that would have meant something else. That's how much it was disastrous. This Bola Tinubu says, hold it, wait. If you reach your thought, do for election. He's taking us back to where we are coming from. And this time he's engaged the services of Professor Joash Ojoamu. With all due respect, is a professor and a senior advocate of Nigeria. Very rare to have a professor and an SAN in one person. But this particular person is a former member or a member of the 2023 legal team that went to defend Bola Tinubu and Kazim Shettima at the 2023 Presidential Petition Tribunal. That's how terrible. Now, if you understand the Nigerian political dynamics and the judicial jurisprudence and all of you have been issue, you understand that engaging somebody to do something for you at a particular time, whether to prosecute or to defend, doesn't mean that the person is your full-time employment or is in your full-time employment. It's just services rendered at a particular point. But now, the strategic engagement of this person is something to worry about. So this man wasn't just a professor and an SAN that Tinubu has known, but he was also drafted to be part of the membership of that particular legal team that defended Tinubu and Shettima. All of the rituals, remember all of the nonsense you heard. The FCT Abuja, the Beavers issue. Now, I'll take you through into something that got me really worried. And like I said, if you understand the Nigerian the dynamics of our legal system, you understand, okay, you can be engaged to defend somebody today and tomorrow prosecuting somebody else. It doesn't matter. People have a few persons, somebody that may have 2019, I think there were lawyers, professional ones that defended Atiku, right? In 2023, they may not have been in the Atiku's camp. It doesn't mean that they were not open to it, but now, a May 4, 2023, March 4, 2023 article from Vanguard would interest you in whole process and why I am worried. He said the headline is Presidential Poll, Tinubu constitute legal team against Atiku and will be March 4th, 2023. I'll read a section of that article, and that's why I feel that having somebody in that team that defended this thing I'm going to read now to healthy INEC is not healthy for our democracy. Now listen, the complaint over electronic transmission of results is not supported by law. And this is the lawyers, the legal team of Tinubu and Shettima speaking now. Of course, I think if you go and read the full article, current Minister of Aviation and former spokesperson of the campaign, Festus Keyamo, Dele Alake, who is now currently the Minister of Finance, was also speaking. Section 38 of the Electoral Act 2022, referred to by the PDP and Labour Party, had nothing to do with the transmission of electoral results. Section 60, subsection 2 of the Act deals with the transmission of results. It is at this discretion, and this is where I worry. It is at the discretion of INEC. The Act does not contain mandatory provision regarding the transmission of results. Listen, in any case, the process of transmitting results from polling units, whether real-time, 2 days later, or at any time, cannot in any way change the results that have been announced right after the counting in the presence of the party agent and to the hearing of the voters. It is therefore nonsensical to insinuate that time variation in uploading results will cause a change in the figures. Now, this is where I worry. A man that joined the legal team to stating this, because Beavers being introduced to electoral process was supposed to be the game changer. Professor Jega, Professor Yakub Mahmoud, all of these guys spoke highly about Beavers, and we saw the advantage that Beavers could produce. If, for example, the 2020 elections and in Edo State and a couple of others, there were a glimmer of hope. You could see sparkles of hope here and there. But we thought that 2023 election would be that opportunity, the open field for us to display that our democracy has come to stay. INEC promised Nigerians that apart from all of the things that we're going to do, that we should go to bed, that there will be real-time transmission of election results from polling unit to Beavers. All of us, through Beavers, all of us can be able to see. At the end of the day, that wasn't done. It was a deliberate criminal heist against the political will of Nigerians. Now, somebody that was part of that legal team that said it doesn't matter, even if it's 2 days later, it doesn't matter. As that when the matter was even high or very intense in the court, they will see some polling units that have not been uploaded. So somebody that went to defend that cause and said INEC has nothing to answer, that is who is now heading INEC. So you see the strategic deliberate. Let me advise Nigerians. In 2023, election results were called hours after the election. In 2027, Professor Joash Ojo Amopichan will declare Bola Tinubu winner of the election 48 hours before the election.